am so excited to be here in the schoolroom with you. I have my printer going. I think there's something up with my connection and internet right now. So it's going very slowly. You will hear it in the background come and go. Today I thought I am going to combine videos and do February homeschool wrap up. There's not a whole lot to say. You know, we're 2.5, 3 months out from the end of our school year now. So we are just kind of chugging along. I am currently printing curriculum for next year, and I need to kind of reorganize our planners and our homeschool space to get ready for this current week. So I thought I would just kind of combine all of it. Before we get started, welcome to this House of Walls. My name is Ashley, and on this channel I love to share all things homeschooling and books. Today is homeschooling, so let's get started. All right, first thing first, let's do our February homeschool wrap up. Like I said, not a whole lot to talk about. Curriculum is going. I think the biggest hurdle that we have had is with my 7th grader. He is 13, so that comes with some challenges, and newly diagnosed ADHD, and we are still very much so trying to figure that out. We've had some wins, but we have also had some meltdowns and not quite knowing what we're doing next year. As of right now, I'm still planning that we will continue homeschooling him, but I am also keeping some options open. Other than that, my kids have made some progress with their schoolwork. We have also started our co-op, and that was fantastic to be back at co-op. My 7th grader is doing a drawing class, and he is really liking it. And my 3rd grader is doing a kind of like a STEM class, and again, really enjoying that. All right, I have paused. I don't know what's up with my printer, and so I just canceled the print for right now because I don't feel like dealing with it. So co-op is going great. My 3rd grader is also taking 2 outschool classes. One deals with NASA, which he is super interested in, and that has been a great class. And he just started one that is learning all of the elements on the periodic table, and he's liking that one so far. I think he's only done like 2 classes of that one. So that's kind of more of like a life update. Let's talk books. So for my 3rd grader, it was a great reading month. He, at the very end of the month, finished up the 4th Dragon Master's Power of the Fire Dragon. Really liked that. And then we had book 5, and so he got this one read. Towards the end of this one, I decided, you know what, let's see what happens if you read on your own. And he, of course, was fantastic with it. So we have actually started Campground Kids, and he is reading this on his own. I know that he is understanding and comprehending what is going on because he's very open to tell me what is going on in the book. So that's great. I do have it tabbed every 10 to 15 pages, and that's what he reads every day. He likes being able to visually see that goal of this is how much I'm going to read, and he's really liking this. As for read alouds, we did The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This is book 6 in the whole Little House series, and we liked it. There were definitely some things that happened in this one that we had to pause and talk about, but keeping it all kind of relevant, we don't mind books that you do have to stop and talk about. I highly recommend if you can get this on audio. One of them, the narrator is fantastic and will sing if there's songs in it. There's also a fiddle that plays when Pa does his fiddle playing, and so we really like the audio. And then we have just barely started The Wind in the Willows. I had a stack of books that are all kind of spring themed and pulled them out, and he wanted to read this. So we have started this. Then for my 7th grader, it was a really good reading month. I love Build Your Library and that these books are scheduled in, and it just helps him remember to pick up a book. I also have tabbed his books, and so that's a great way too for him to visually see this is how much I have to read. Hang on, the cat wants to come back in. Come in. So at the beginning of February, he finished Prairie Thief. This says that it's a mashup of Little House on the Prairie and Spiderwick Chronicles. He thought it was okay. It wasn't his favorite, but he read it, and so I'm happy with that. And then for, let's see, I think he's actually finished 2 more books. That's amazing. Okay, so then he read Dragon's Gate. I don't know what he thought about this one. He didn't say a whole lot, but again, he read it. And then he, I believe, on Thursday, finished Chickadee. And again, thought it was okay. As for the literature, which we do as a read aloud, we started and finished In the Footsteps of Crazy Horse. I really liked this one. It was a good journey with a son and his grandfather. They are both part of the Lakota tribe, and they went on a journey to see where Crazy Horse went on his journeys. And so I thought that was a really good one. It also dealt with some bullying and kind of how to deal with it. It was good. And then it should be done. We're behind on this literature. That's all right. We'll finish it. But Prairie Lotus, we still have a chunk to do. We're going to catch up and then move on to our next one. I am liking it. I think it's really good because we've read Little House, and then to read Prairie Lotus to definitely get some different perspectives of life, and especially life as a Chinese American in the prairies. So I am enjoying this one. I'm interested to see how it finishes. All right, so that's kind of really all that I have for a homeschool wrap up. 3rd grade, let's see, my son, he's about to finish his writing curriculum. He has been doing Writing and Rhetoric Book 1, and it's really only supposed to be done in a semester. We took it a lot slower. So he's about to finish that, so I've been kind of scrambling to figure out what can I use to keep him writing. I actually got this. It's Handwriting Without Tears, Building Writers, and this is the grade 3 level. So I got this because I kind of like the setup of it gives some kind of facts about different subjects. So these are female explorers, and then you kind of write a little paragraph about it. You can also come up with your own about new territory that you would like to explore and why. So again, just some examples of animals and critters and stuff, and so you can take those facts and kind of put them into sentences. And I think that would be really good. I think that that is kind of where he is at this point. So I think that this will be a good thing to use until the end of the school year. So now I'm going to stop talking. I am going to expand the camera so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing here in the schoolroom. I definitely need to put some stuff away. I need to set up some curriculum things for next week. I need to set up the planner for next week. Oh, I also need to kind of set up the room for March. We didn't do school Friday, which was March 1st, because we had my nephew coming into town. So we took that day off. So I just need a really good reset. I also definitely have to vacuum and wipe down this whole area. The teenagers definitely were living here in front of the computer with a ton of snacks. So there's some cleanup that needs to happen. I also need to continue printing. I am trying to stay up on top of curriculum that I am buying that I need to print, and printing it as I buy it, so that then I can go through the whole stack and, laminate pages, bind pages, put them in binders, however I need to do it all at once. So I will show you the stack that I have. I'm not sharing what curriculum I have so far, because that will be in a whole nother video. This is what I have. It's a lot. I still have quite a bit to print. I don't know how big one of the files is, but it's pretty big. And then one of the files is like over 500 pages. So that one will be interesting to print. This is what I was trying to print right now. I don't have much left in it to print. I just need my printer to work. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my printer to continue going and then kind of go through the schoolroom and get some stuff done. So come along. done. I am still printing. That's just going to continue. Luckily, I figured out what was wrong with it. I just kind of had to like reconnect it to the Wi-Fi, and it's running great now. as you can hear. So let's see, organized curriculum, put things away. I set up planner for this week, so that is ready to go. I set up the kids' planners for tomorrow, so that is all ready to go. I did leave out Prairie Lotus because I am going to grab my 7th grader and sit down and read a chunk of that with him. Vacuumed and took out the trash, so now it feels cleaner in here, which is very nice. And I think that we are ready to start this next week and get into all of our March work that we are doing. So thanks for coming along on this kind of mashed up and noisy video. It's kind of fun to kind of mash some things together and just kind of see how it goes. So if you like these types of videos or anything else that I post here on this channel, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and I will be back for more soon.